I noticed this piece of news. Demonstrators block St. Charles Avenue streetcars. Now, this happened yesterday, and I was saying, what's going on? I like to ride the St. Charles Avenue streetcars every now and then. About 50 demonstrators, many in wheelchairs, blocked streetcar traffic on St. Charles Avenue in New Orleans for several hours Monday to protest the lack of wheelchair accessibility on the historic line. Oh, I see. I was wondering why people would all of a sudden just throw themselves in front of the streetcars. You're not going anywhere. And it's because, and many in wheelchairs, and it's because I just realized now those streetcars aren't handicap accessible. Well, how old are those streetcars? They're pretty old, huh? Those streetcars were long. They were around long before, I think, even handicapped people, let alone legislation for handicapped people. I guarantee you that streetcar is older than handicapped people.
Okay, well, how old is asphalt? So you figure the streetcars must be 5 to 10 years younger than asphalt. So how old is asphalt? How old is the blacktop over on St. Charles and Canal Street?
It's about as old as some of the. Yeah, well, it's about as old as a couple of the anchors over there on Channel 4 News in New Orleans. It's about that old. But think about this. Now, what do you do? Okay, first and foremost, how many people in wheelchairs all of a sudden, I got to ride the streetcar. Let me get over there. I got to get over there. And then, okay, let's say you do get some sort of a ramp. Then what? Have you ever been on a streetcar? Where are you going to sit? I guess that's their problem. I have an idea. To make the people in wheelchairs happy, just give them like a chain or rope, and you can tie it to the back bumper, Brewster, and then they could just, okay, I'm going, and then just bang on the window, stop here, and drop the rope. I think that would be easier than we're going to have to reconstruct every inch of our streetcar system to accommodate about 50 handicapped people. Well, I know it's more handicapped people, but 50 showed up, and they're upset.
When you're addressing those hate letters, it's John Osterlind. Osterlind,
What are you talking about?
Osterlind, huh?
What are you talking about? I'm excited. I got invited to the king of the push pin in South Florida, the Pete. But the way I look at Brewster, the way I look at the wheelchair folks demonstrating and blocking the St. Charles Avenue streetcars. Do you ever see any little people, midgets or dwarves, get out there and demonstrate? The streetcars aren't easy for them, our little friends, to maneuver.
Right.
As a matter of fact, the last time I was on a streetcar, I had to grab a couple and then pull them up. But they weren't complaining. They didn't all get together, and they didn't throw themselves in front of the – well, they probably didn't throw themselves on the trash because they were afraid nobody would see them, and they'd probably get rolled over. But
you tend to do that for sport, though.
No? Knock it off. These are our little friends we're talking about, so –